Alright, well, we finally got out there. I haven't been to a meet like that in probably 6 or 7 years, so I did not expect to go to that today. My friends wanted to go. This was like some sort of art gallery, but it was definitely some takeover type stuff. And yeah, you can definitely hear the helicopter in the air. So glad I got out of there. That was definitely not a meet I like to take my cars to. A lot of really reckless behavior there. Didn't expect to start this video that way, but here we are. I used to go to meets like that all the time, actually in the 210 a lot. So if anyone's local to SoCal, maybe you'll remember the Big Bang meets way back in the day. I used to go to those kind of a lot, and that was definitely not a smart move. Just the type of stuff that goes down in those type of meets is definitely not for me, but it was fun back in the day, and it was mainly fun because me and my friends went in our old Mercedes cars, which definitely we don't do because it's very risky, especially to get your own car damaged with the reckless stuff people do there. I did take the 124 one time, but that was definitely not worth it, and we don't do stupid stuff like that anymore. We're just too old for it. So anyways, I've been doing a really poor job of filming. Let's catch up a bit. So I did go to a couple stuff I didn't film, but I got this right here, which is a period correct keychain. That's definitely overpriced. So correct logo. This is the accessory part number. That's how they always start, is B6. So we'll see a nice AMG logo on the top of the box. This is new old stock. I think it's at least 20 years old. Some guy in Germany had it. So it's pretty cool that this was even available. So here it is. Brand new, never used, period correct metal AMG keychain. If you notice that the logo is correct, they change the logo later on. The A is slanted slightly different. Looks like some nice brushed metal. It's actually got some weight to it. The only thing I don't like is that this key ring does not move around at all. It's like really stiff. So I don't know if I'll ever use this. It's just really cool to have because it is correct for the 210 and actually even the 124. Definitely overpaid for this, but just really cool. And you know I'm a sucker for period correct stuff like this. So I tend to try to find the period correct accessories like that. I do have a couple in the garage right here. So now the other latest pickup we'll see right here is pretty big. We got a 210 E55 AMG bumper. I went to the junkyard earlier this week. Thankfully, my friend let me know there was a E55 there. I got there just in time to pick up the bumper. So it was the first day that car is available. And I got there pretty late. So normally if you don't get there pretty early, you're gonna miss out on all the good bits. I got the bumper, and when I got there, the instrument cluster was missing. Small bits and pieces of the interior. ECU was gone, but the engine and trans were there. Almost every part of the car was there. Of course, the monoblocks were the first thing to go. So that was long gone when I got there. So I got this bumper for a really good deal, and it's pretty complete. There's like almost nothing missing on it. So we'll see, we have the grills, which are extremely expensive for some reason, the fog lights, which are now no longer available, which I do have a new set waiting for my own car. This is from E55, so it has the headlight washer standard, so I really want one with that. Even if my car didn't have it, I just like the look. It looks just more complete to me, even though if you do get one without it, it's a little bit cleaner. And I was crafty, I kept the Sidemarker lights, and I do want to mention that they totally got me on everything. So I cut the connectors, so I have the actual little pigtails, they call them, and they charge me for those. They charge me for each connector. They charge me for this outside air temperature sensor. They charge me for each fog light, so they got me there. But I did get the side markers for free because they just didn't notice them. This definitely wasn't the greatest deal out of the junkyard, but it's definitely way better than buying it used somewhere else. So along with this, I also got a window trim panel, and that was used to help repair my friend's car. His sunshade switch was not holding, so we used that to make his work. And I also got command navigation booklet with the CDs and user manual. So my car's command navigation, but it's missing the booklet. So that's something cool that I will have for my car. The disc I have for this is from, I believe, 99. So the one I got from the yard is from 2002. So pretty correct for my car because it is 2002. However, it is so outdated. That navigation DVD does not allow the unit to connect to the satellite. So I don't know if Mercedes either cut off all satellite connection to the 210 or if that disc is just so old. So we'll find out eventually. So the E55 at the yard was surprisingly not hit from anywhere. So it is unfortunately someone either was just very stupid and sold to the junkyard for cheap because they didn't care, or there was some mechanical issue to which it prevented the car from driving. So it's possible that the engine or transmission or something else was screwed up. But like I posted on my Instagram story, you should definitely follow me there because I post everything there first. It is survival of the fittest, and unfortunately that car just was not loved and not appreciated, so it ended up there. So funny enough, this is the correct color. I do want an 040 black wagon, so this is 040 black, but not that it matters. This paint is so faded and chipped up, and it's just so done. It doesn't even look like 040 black. Like here is fresh 040 black. That's like 2 different colors. But that's all good because I was expecting to repaint it anyway, and you shouldn't buy used body panels expecting the color to be a perfect match. You should just expect to paint it. It's never going to be perfect. So now I have a front bumper, side skirts, interior. I got wheels. These wheels will go on the wagon. I got so many parts for this car and I don't have it yet. So I'm looking every single day. I'm not slacking. I am looking at every single possible source in the entire United States. My friends are looking out for this car. My friends will send me cars they find parked in the streets that are meeting my criteria, and they will leave notes on the car. So I don't think there's a single 210 out there that has been more well searched than my wagon, but we'll just have to wait for it and it will pop up eventually. Until then, I'll just keep collecting parts, and hopefully one day soon we'll get one and we can start building, and it'll be really cool. So today's project is going to be taking this bumper and we're going to clean up a bit. It was so filthy at the junkyard. I already wiped this down once, but as you see, it is still disgusting. There's so much crap outside of it and inside of it, a bunch of spider eggs. So we're gonna go clean this up, get this in a clean enough state to where I don't have to worry about it spreading a bunch of insects and critters and possibly disease. Let's get to it. So here's that wood trim piece I was talking about, and we'll see I have it taped up because I took the clip off. So I had a couple clips that were loose that I just kept here for spare parts. You'll see this in very poor condition. The veneer is coming right off. I did not have the right tool to remove the airbag. I had a steering wheel and airbag. Steering wheel's in really poor shape, but airbag is actually fairly decent. My other friend went there and he had the right tool, so he grabbed it for me. So appreciate that, Chris. Thank you for getting it for me. And we'll see it's in pretty good shape. A little shrinkage up top right here, but nothing too bad. Overall in really decent shape. So I do have a steering wheel and airbag AMG spec for the wagon. So really good score at the junkyard. And I think by now, it's been a couple days later, most of the parts of that car should be gone. I'd be really surprised if the engine and trans are still there. All right, here's the inside of the bumper. I took the fall guides out since I didn't want to get them wet. Secured this grill in a little bit better. So this grill's pretty good. That one's pretty good. This one's a little loose. Just check it out. It's just full of nasty stuff. Got an egg there. Dead spiders, spider webs. Pretty gross, and honestly, like from the junkyard, it was a little greasy and oily. So we'll get it nice and cleaned up. And because I don't care about the finish, I'm gonna use some degreaser. So I don't really care how badly it takes the finish off. I just wanted to get it clean as possible. I wish I could have filmed all this pressure washing it, but you could literally see just black water coming off of this thing. It was so disgusting. So I got the outside a bit, a little bit of the inside here. You see, it's a little bit brighter. Not too bad. Keep going a couple more rounds, probably get a brush in there, but just want to clear out as much of the nasty stuff as possible. Well, I sure am glad I washed this bumper, because check it out, we had a little friend with us, and I used the most effective way of killing him. Stay stream with this stuff, and he had no chance. But hopefully I got all the eggs and all that, because there was a lot in there. And yeah, this bumper should be pretty clean now, so I'll probably give it one last little spray down and let it air dry. I think he actually survived that blast of brake clean. All right, all done washing the bumper. I'm gonna let it air dry out here, and the condition of the paint actually looks worse than before I started washing it. So I got balanced on this little pole. Hopefully all the spiders are gone, but we're looking better than before, so that's a plus. I ended up throwing some brake clean on the inside too, so definitely not the most gentle way to clean this, but it definitely worked. Like I said, the paint quality does not matter to me because it's going to get resprayed. All right, it's time to go to a proper meet, which is Sunday Steel. I actually go to this meet every time it happens, which is once a month. It is, in my opinion, one of the best meets that go around right now. Better than the Center Cars and Coffee, and definitely better than the type of meet we went to in the beginning of the video. So let's get to it. Usually we're one of the very few Mercedes there, so hopefully we'll see something interesting today.